It's difficult to underestimate the impact of our colleges and our universities in Boston on leading our thinking on climate change. But perhaps more importantly, the institutions themselves are going far beyond academia, and they're actually implementing the changes themselves. So you have Harvard University looking at microgrids for their campus. You have Boston University with a power purchasing agreement promoting wind farms in South Dakota. The institutions themselves are looking at themselves as part of the solution, not just talking about the solution. Boston has two very specific capital set-asides that deal with climate change, but also participatory budgeting. So a portion of our capital budget is actually allocated by Boston Public School students, and they actually determine projects that will benefit communities most. More often than not, they're actually picking projects that deal with things like the heat island effect or affect other people in green spaces. So what we find is that the youth are already actively engaged with making smart capital decisions based on climate change. In addition to that, the Mayor of Boston has set aside 10% of our capital budget to deal specifically just with resilience issues. As you approach applying changes in policy across departments and you see the diversification of solutions that are going to be needed in order to address climate change, you start with a very basic principle, which is we want our children to have a fossil fuel free future, and so that the earth keeps spinning for them. And so we have a moral obligation towards carbon mitigation. And once you set the table that that is the mission that we're all on, every department gets in line. This is the issue that cuts across all departments. Climate change is a transportation issue. Climate change is an infrastructure issue. Climate change is an opportunity for jobs and economic development. And so that's what we really feel the strength is with groups like the Green Ribbon Commission, is that they can show us not only the challenges, but they can also show us the opportunities.